So, what are you guys seeing tonight?
Oh, yeah, about that. It's like we saw something, but like it's a long story. I can break it down for you if you wanted me to.
We doing this or what?
Hey! You son of a... What's the matter? Haven't arm wrestled in 18 years?
25.
What? How old are we?
Too old for this. We good then?
Man.
Come on, let's go watch this movie on the big screen.
Yeah, I meant to tell you about that.
What?
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Tavern Talk. I am Philip, and joining me this week, Mr. Eric White.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, happy to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Eric, you're producer at PBS Arkansas.
Yes.
Right,
yes.
And but I think we kind of went to film school at the same time. We were just talking,
Oddly
and I think
enough,
we just figured this out.
I graduated in 2011, you graduated in like 2010.
Yeah.
And we'd never crossed paths. This is weird.
Yeah,
This is the first time we've actually ever met before.
I know.
Which is bizarre.
It is weird, but no, even more than thank you for being here. Thank you for checking out this movie. Thank you for taking the time to do all this stuff. So I appreciate that off the top. But we are talking about an interesting title this week. This is Prey. It is the sequel, mostly prequel though, to the Predator franchise as we know it. Obviously, the Predator movie started in 1987 with Arnold Schwarzenegger's.
Get to the chopper!
That's kind of like an 80s classic nowadays.
Sure.
They've gone on to, Alien versus Predators.
You ugly son of a...
Lots of Shane Black made a Predator movie a couple years ago. Yeah.
Predator 2, Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Whoever killed him is gonna pay. I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah.
Predators with
Robert Rodriguez, right?
Yeah.
Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
Tons of Predators. But now we're talking about the Prey.
Prey.
This is a Searchlight picture that is going straight to Hulu. So unfortunately, we won't be able to recommend checking this out on the big screen. But I'd like to get where you come at the Predator franchise in general. But first off, initial reaction to Prey. What did you think?
Initial reaction. Going into it was like the strangest sequel to Eat, Pray, Love. Yeah. There's no praying at all in it. Julia Roberts was amazing as the Predator, though.
I was gonna say the makeup.
Couldn't even tell. Disappeared into the role.
There it is. That's what I was looking for.
But no, I thought it was a lot of fun. I went into it kind of low expectations. You never know with these movies that go kind of directly to these streaming platforms, although they're happening more and more nowadays.
Yeah.
So I kind of went in with low expectations. Like, I didn't go to theater. They must see something that's not right there. But so I went in with low expectations and was like pleasantly surprised by the entire thing.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of right there with you. Like I mentioned, asking where you come at the franchise as a whole from, because like obviously, I didn't see the first one when it initially came out. I don't know what that wave was. I just know that people talked about it as we were growing up, and it was like, oh, this movie's sick.
Get to the chopper!
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And so it was like, okay. And then Predator 2, it was kind of like, all right, whatever. I do remember going to see Predators in the theater.
I did see Predators in theaters as well.
And I was like, this is cool.
Yes. I actually came from it so I saw Predator 2 before I saw Predator. Because it came out in 1990, and I had a buddy who loved Predator 2.
Whoever killed him is gonna pay.
Okay.
I rewatched it recently, like right before this, and I was just like, it is not great.
By comparison.
But first Predator, I loved growing up, especially I watched like the edited version on like TNT. They would play it like all hours of the day.
TNT, we know drama.
Okay, yeah.
So I came to it like, it's a pretty quaint like little movie. Like there's some mild violence, but it's not anything crazy.
Right.
So I didn't really see like the unedited version until like years later. And I was like, oh. people get skinned and whatnot. I was like, no.
You say that now, and it's like, oh, that is like the perfect like movies for guys who like movies type.
Sure.
The TNT, PBS era. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's perfect. I hadn't considered that. But yeah, no, and then, but yeah, I thought Predators, like, that was kind of my first like theatrical experience with it, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I thought, I wasn't like. I didn't feel a loyalty or I wasn't like mad about any changing of the mythology or anything like that. So I was like, this is cool. That said, I don't know that I've watched that movie in like the 13 years.
I tried watching it the other day and then I fell asleep. So I don't know if that holds up. I don't know if that speaks very well of Predators, but
I couldn't tell you a thing that happened in it.
They're on the Predator planet. That's like the big thing, which I think was like a nice like way to like break it up, because before it was like Predator comes here, Predator does his thing,
right?
And then so like now like they're all on the planet and everything. The biggest problem I think with all like any Predator movie though is that at some point someone has to explain what the Predator is and like can see, and it's in like every one of them.
These creatures from a faraway planet are the
like he can only see heat. And they have to go through that whole sequence like every movie. It's like you always can walk out of the room or take a bathroom break at that point.
Oh,
you've heard it all before.
Yeah. And that's a great like segue for Prey, because so this is like set in the 1700s. This is they say Comanche tribe. Is that what we said? And so it's just like very not advanced at all.
No.
Very, very limited resources here as far
bow and
as
arrows,
sticks, and some sick axe work.
Yes, some great axe work. Actually, some of the best stuff in the movie.
Yeah,
but yeah, and they really like start off. The premise kind of follows that one our lead actress around, and her setup is pretty par for the course for these type of movies. Is she wants to be a warrior tribe. She wants to go out and like hunt and everything, and they're like, no, you can't do that sort of thing. But that's just to get us into that world, I think, quicker, so that we can get to like the Predator stuff, which is what everyone shows up for anyway.
Right, and just the concept of it, like you were saying, changing it up. Like Predators put it on the Predator world. Right. The others had been kind of like modern time, like them finding either whether it be in the jungle or in what was Predator 2 Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, bro, it was like future Los Angeles too.
Right, was that what it was?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah. But yeah, it was like Predator in the city, and I thought that was cool that it was just like. We don't have to worry about the characters knowing anything about any of these other events that have taken place. There's no kind of anything like that. And just, I mean, this is a tribe that is accustomed to hunting for their food, for their survival. Like this is how they live their lives day to day anyway. So this is kind of just like another bump in the road for them. It just happens to be like something they've never faced before.
Right. And it works really well in how like the tribe works. Like they build things like so like the end of the first Predator spoilers, but Arnold Schwarzenegger has to build all these like contraptions and everything. Right. And they're already doing that in this movie even before the Predator shows up. They make a makeshift cot, and they're like mixing flowers together to make stuff and everything. So they have a really nice way of like setting up like their ingenuity. I got to it. They're really good at setting up their ingenuity before the Predator shows. It doesn't feel like does Arnold know how to make like a bungee stick? At the end of that movie, I don't know. He's like using a big gun, like maybe a little stretched into there a bit.
No, because I thought that was one of the like it's already naturally set up for the hunt, type thing, and so that leading into. Like you're saying, that the main female character, she's played by a lady named Amber Midthunder. I have not seen her in anything. I haven't seen any really of this cast in anything before. But yeah, I mean, you've got the Comanche tribe, and then you've got some colonizers, I guess you could say, coming in, and they do bring in this, some artillery, but not a whole lot. Still very primitive. But yeah, I thought what I was most impressed by about this, and we should mention it was directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who did 10 Cloverfield Lane, which did give me like some kind of hope going into it, because I really liked 10 Cloverfield Lane. But yeah, I liked the visual style of this. Like the first time we see like a hint of the Predator, you get this ant crawling on like the invisible force field.
And you've got like this different layers of like a Predator and like Hunter, it's all in one shot. And I'm like, this is kind of cool. This is kind of neat.
Like this guy knows what he's doing, and I dig it. Yeah, and then just kind of again, I always think it's really neat when you have like sci-fi or supernatural elements in a very like real grounded setting.
Yes,
and there's so much green in this, so much dirt, and the trees are very tangible and everything, and all in the cinematography, I guess. And I just thought the combination of that setting with this invisible sometimes, but other times just like completely otherworldly creature in the middle of it was just made for some really cool visuals.
Right. And like that combination of like highly advanced like sci-fi technology mixed with sort of these sort of like primitive like flintlock weapons, and like sticks and stones and bows and arrows, stuff like that. That combination of like playing off of one another is really nice.
That was one of the things. Like I can't remember. I'd seen another film that kind of did that a little bit this year, but then with this, I was like, I really dig just the whole aesthetic, what it's going for, and everything.
Sure. I will say that one thing that did detract from the movie for me was the tribe speaking English was a bit of like was a bit odd to like wrap my mind around. And I hear that I don't know, I haven't seen it. The version we watched was English, but there is one that's in the original Comanche language is supposed to be coming out. So that could be cool to watch. So I'll probably definitely watch it again because of that. But I will say, along those same lines, what really worked for me later in the movie was when our like French sub-villains show up, and she doesn't understand a word they're saying, which I think was like a very nice like touch in there. To sort of like these are meshing of cultures all together. The predators here messing with this one culture, and then, like these other invaders are coming in and like skinning like the livestock and everything. All those like those subtleties really worked well, especially in like that last third of the movie.
No, I'm glad you brought that up, because when we were watching it, my wife was like, is this intentional? Like, this is a choice, right? Because it's almost very modern language, like English that they're speaking.
It knows how to hunt. I know how to survive.
It did take me out of it at the beginning a little bit. I was like, oh, this is, it's a choice. But I grew accustomed to it, and like, not to like take the easy way out, but also did want to touch on the action sequences.
Sure,
because they
course.
are, like I was saying, like this guy Trachtenberg knows what he's doing, and the action in this is pretty sick. We talked about the axe work a little bit, but I thought a lot of how, like you were saying, the traps, how they set them up, using those things that are inherent to the tribe, just to go, and how some of the things circle around, I thought was really well done.
There's an amazing like bear sequence in the middle of the movie.
Yes, there. Oh my god. That might have been the most intense.
I was on the fence early on. I was just like, I can't get used to it. I'm like, where am I at? I'm like, Predator's here, but he's not doing anything. And then that sequence came on. I was like, I'm on board. I'm ready to go for it.
About midway through, did you think he was intentionally kind of protecting our lead?
I wondered about that, because they did that in like AVP, so Alien versus Predator.
See,
like,
I haven't never seen those.
They team up. Don't watch them. They're not great, especially Requiem. Like the other one. Yeah. Like people complained about the first one being rated like PG-13, so they were like, we're going to make the next one R, and it is terrible.
See? No monster.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I'll stay away with it.
But I was wondering that too, because in the first Alien vs. Predator, they like team up to fight the Queen at the end. I was like, are they gonna fight like colonialism at the end of this video? And I was like, I was kind of on board, but I was also like, surely not.
That can't be where this is going.
Right. So I wondered that, and so there was a lot of like steps along the way that I was like, this could go bad at any point, and it never went. It was always super fun. The action's great. Yeah. It's a little slow start at the beginning for the first 30 minutes, but like that last hour, and it's only like 90 minutes long.
Yeah, true. I always appreciate that.
Super fast. And so like the last hour is great.
Yeah, I think I would say, if you are interested or have been a fan of this franchise at all, I think you will think this is just like, I think you'll just think it's really cool. Yeah. I don't know if there's like a better way to say it. I know that sounds kind of simple, but like, the action's cool. It looks great. Like you said, the pacing is nice. So I guess that leads really well into what we try to do here at the end is out of a 5-star rating. Okay. So out of 5 stars, what would your initial reaction rating be to Prey?
I would say my initial reaction would be about a 3.5.
Yeah.
We can give half stars. I don't know.
No,
I'm breaking the rules right now, maybe.
No,
but.
I was honestly like, I'll get made fun of because I default to 3.5, but that's what I was going to do too.
But a 3.5 is worth. It's on Hulu. If you got Hulu, go home and watch it. I'm going to watch it again, especially if they do the optional language track. So 3.5 definitely worth a watch. It's probably the best one since Predators.
Yeah.
I liked it better than The Predator.
Yes.
Which gets a little confusing because there's so many just like Predator, Predator 2, Predator.
Yeah, you're
The
getting into superhero territory
Right,
with
right.
the naming conventions and everything. But no, yeah, I was going to go 3.5 as well. Like, it's a really solid entry in this franchise. If they never did another one, I'd be happy. It's a
Perfectly
great
fine.
note to end on. If they do, I hope Dan Trachtenberg gets to do a couple more of these because I really liked his direction on this. But thank you, man, so much for doing this. I really
fun. That's
appreciate
great.
it.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for watching. You know, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell. We upload a new review of the biggest release every week, so if you want to be notified when those go up, do that. Thank you to Movie Tavern for letting us shoot the show in here, see the movies here week to week. But that's it for this week. Be sure to check back with us next time. Peace. Hey! You suck. Give me the ball. I can't do it. Come here, little girl. It just sounds like
You do that, dude.
give me the ball. You son of a gun. That doesn't sound like it at all. No. Okay, I'll just do that.
It's not a tumor.
Huh?
It's not a tumor.
The Java.
Yeah.
Yeah. You son of a gun. I can't.
Yeah, there you go. That's good.
Okay.